It's just like I'm not really sure where Mad Max is setting because the new Mad Max is coming out, and it's a
Go do it.
prequel. It's a prequel, but I'm like, it looks like the same, and I don't really know where we're at. Like it's like post-apocalyptic, and
It's a
nobody
prequel.
knows. I don't think that it's a prequel. That's what we're getting. We're getting a prequel, Mad Max 2, but it's a prequel, and now we're diving into the past. We don't have Mad Max as of now that we know that's in this, but we do have, of course, like Hemsworth is back. Chris Hemsworth is coming in, first time playing a villain in this, which is insane to me. Like he doesn't
So
really play a villain
excited.
like
I
ever,
like
but
it.
I think that's great though. I think it's great, and he looks great. And the pictures have come out. It looks awesome. As that hook
Yeah.
nose,
He looks
long
His
super
hair.
weird.
prosthetic is excellent.
It looks
This
great.
is
Uh,
this is excellent.
and
I'm like so excited. I
and
think
I
he's gonna
Taylor
do
Taylor
such a
Joy,
good job
like
with
she's
this.
coming in
Yeah.
to be the version of what's her Charlize Theron. She's playing her as a younger age too,
Okay.
and
Furiosa.
yeah, Furiosa. And the whole thing is Furiosa. That's what it's called. So it's about her story, which makes sense. So what the whole premise is, if you're wondering, okay, as the world fell, younger Furiosa, snatched from the green place of many mothers, falls into the hands of the great biker horde led by warlord Dementus, who's Chris Hemsworth, sweeping through the wasteland as they come across the citadel presided over Immortan Joe. And now Immortan Joe and Dementus have to fight each other for dominance. It's coming out May 24th, 2024. They've shot the whole thing. Chris Hemsworth said that this was like the best experience he's had his whole career. And I
Anya
hear about
Taylor-Joy
this.
also said that it will take her 2 years to process, and she's like, it's a life-changing experience.
It looks great. The little bit we've seen,
Oh
they're
yeah.
being very holding back. They're holding back on this a lot. But the cast alone is great. I mean, on top of the Thomas Hayden Church is in this. There's a lot of people in this too, and I think that it will be a great movie. I think it'll be amazing. Of course, cinematography is going to be fantastic. Fury Road was great.
Oh
Even
yeah.
though like I mean, it's like taking that 80s and like throwing into now like special effects. It works so well. It works great. And I'm excited about this casting. Chris Hemsworth playing a villain though. That's the biggest thing I'm talking about. Chris Hemsworth playing a fucking villain. That's great, right? I mean, he really hasn't done that before, has
It's
he?
amazing. It's amazing. I am so excited. He's so ready for this. He's so charismatic. He's so charismatic and he's so pretty, right? Like he's such a good like character actor. Like he has so much capability. Like I've seen him diversify in so many comedies and so many other roles and stuff like that. And I know he has so much capability and range as an actor. And it's like he's
Look at him
gonna
here.
kick so much fucking ass in this movie. He's gonna blow everybody's minds. He's gonna be like so ugly and so like fucking hideous, and he's just gonna like rip this role apart. And I know he's gonna have so much fun with it, and it's gonna be like so outside his like pretty boy character box, and that's what's gonna make him have so much fun with it because he's not ever playing like an ugly character, right? And he's not
Oh,
ever playing
never.
a mean character, so he's gonna be able to really push that like range. He's such a good actor, exactly. Like I want to see him like really go outside of his like realm, and this is just gonna push him. He's gonna be so good in this. He's gonna like blow everybody's minds, and people really like, I mean, Mad Max is my all-time favorite movie series. I'm a huge Mad Max fan. I've loved every single one. I'm a little sad like, I can't be like a big Mel Gibson fan anymore because he's just so good in these movies. But like, I mean, the last one was amazing. Getting to see any of them in the theater is a fucking treat. And like getting to see one that's like starring a woman is pretty cool. So I wouldn't call it a prequel. I'd actually call it a spin-off because it's really its own
Yeah.
thing. Like it's not Mad Max at all. It's its own entire series, and it's still got the original director, if I'm not mistaken, right? He's coming
Yes.
back from
Yes.
this one. So,
100%.
so it's
Behind
all
the
just gonna be
whole.
fucking amazing. It's just gonna fucking kick ass. There's not gonna be anything wrong with it. Like Mad Max is the like my favorite post-apocalyptic series, hands down. I'm like I've always like dreamed of this life. I don't know why. I'm just like so fucking into these movies. They're so fucking sweet, and like I just so into Mad Max. So yeah, like I can't even be angry at this. I will say I wasn't a big fan of what's his face Bane as Mad Max because he made
Oh,
Bane
Tom
twice the whole
Hardy.
time. Yeah, I wasn't big into that. Like
You think
yeah,
darkness is your ally?
I
he
like
wasn't
Tom
my first
Hardy.
choice.
Amazing
I don't
human being,
hate
by the
Tom
way.
Hardy. I really don't hate him at all. Like I think he's a good actor. I just don't think he was like my Mad Max. I think he was like not my first choice for that. But like that being said, the rest of the film was good. The film was excellent. Like there's nothing to be mad at, what have you. So no hate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hyped
I'm
for this. I have
excited
nothing bad to
about
say about
this.
this. Everything's gonna be good. This is not, it's not gonna suck. And I will see this in
It's
the
not
theater,
gonna suck.
probably.
Yeah,
No,
it's definitely a theatrical release. You have to see it in theaters. And the fact that Chris Hemsworth was saying like he was exhausted before he came into this movie. He was working like his ass off, and then he got there. And he's like, after a week, he's like, it was the best. He goes, I just fell in love with the character, the process. Like it was amazing, and just getting into the character was huge for him. Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think this would be great? You think this will be a good fit for Chris Hemsworth, or should he stick to being taking his shirt off and being Thor?
I'm sick of you trying to put Chris Hemsworth in a box, Brian. Like, just stop trying to put him in a box. You're very upset
I'm trying to show he can
that
do
he
more.
was going to be Optimus Prime. Now you're upset that he's going to be a villain in Mad Max. I don't appreciate it. I don't
I'm
appreciate
upset
it
about
one
it.
bit.
Not upset about it.
Maybe you're not upset about this, but you were not happy about Optimus Prime. And
I was not.
understand why.
I don't
I'm
want him
just
to be
saying-
Optimus Prime either. He is not Optimus Prime.
It's a young version, and maybe
Because
he's going to do a
Peter
great job. Give
Cullen
the guy a chance.
is Optimus Prime. I
That's
don't care. He's a
right.
robot.
That's right.
He's Optimus
young.
Prime.
There's only one Optimus Prime.
No. It's young
There's
Optimus
only
Prime.
one-
There's a
Give
line?
the man a chance, okay?
There's a
Give
line?
him a chance.
No,
Give him a
not
chance.
Chris Hemsworth. Not for Optimus
Well,
Prime.
old Optimus Prime.
You don't cross
is,
that line like you don't
Okay.
cross that picket line. There's a line.
That's right.
There's a
That's
line.
Right.
Did you ask me my opinion or not?
I did. So what do you
Okay,
think
well
about this,
then,
Sabrina?
Kindly, so that I can talk. Thank you. Love you both. So Chris Hemsworth, I think can kick ass as a villain. It's super annoying because he's like so, like funny and charismatic, like you said, Lexi. And like I feel like people just don't see that side of him, but I think he's gonna fucking kill it, like just like you said. That being said, I also think we should be
It's not his
talking
movie,
about
though.
Anya. Well, exactly. I think we should be talking about Anya Taylor-Joy because it's her movie. It's about her playing the young version of Charlize Theron, and I think she is also gonna kill it. Like seriously,
be
I think
great.
she's gonna kill it. She is one of my favorite actresses of her generation, but also one of my favorite actresses of all time. Like she is really a force to be reckoned with. The Queen's Gambit is like so complex and multifaceted, and she nailed every single minute of that series, not to mention what she's done on film. But that show I think really showcases her acting capabilities. Honestly, she's epic, and she's also like a beautiful soul. And she's beautiful on the outside, but also beautiful on the inside. I know people that have worked with her. They said that she is just a wonderful person, which is so nice to hear because I hate when there's someone that you're like, you're amazing, and they act like an asshole. So very excited about
I hate that too. No
Also-
Valium needed, GR.
I just like not randomly, but like quickly want to mention that Miller, the director, like who is at the helm of these Mad Max, the Road of Fury and Furiosa.
Yeah, George Miller.
Yeah,
right?
He cast this young fellow who was affected with dwarfism that was bullied in school, and his mom like took to Facebook or some sort of social media and was like, "This is what you did to my son today." And the kid
Master
was like, he was
Blaster?
9 at the time. I think his name is Quaden Bales or Quaden Bales. What'd you say?
Master Blaster? Talking about
I don't even know what that means. Who is Master Blaster?
The midget that rides the giant dude.
Well, I guess.
Max-
Yes. He
Sabrina's
maybe
like, I don't know about this.
Maybe he is Master Blaster. I don't know. But this yes, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is because he's affected by dwarfism. He also had him in 3,000 Years of Longing, which was that movie that I randomly put on the other day with Tilda Swinton and my favorite Idris Elba, at which George Miller also directed.
Friend
So
of the
like
show.
I feel like I just want to shed a little bit of light on that and be like, this awful thing happened to this young person, with dwarfism, and this director who is obviously an amazing person and also like an amazing talent, like was like, you know what, bud, come here with us, let's do this. And so I feel like I need to mention that, and I'm really excited about it. And I think he's 11 now, or 12, Quaden. I'm so sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, little ma'am. I'm really excited about that as well. I'm excited that it's focused on a woman. I'm excited that Anya Taylor-Joy is that woman. I'm excited
great.
that this kid is in this movie, and I'm excited to see Chris Hemsworth as a villain. Like, I'm all around jazzed. All around jazzed.
He really put
Can't wait to
Australian
see
film on the map too, like with his
Yeah.
films. Because like
Yep.
before that, these films were just like underground indie shit, and like they came into American theaters, and like people were like, "Holy shit!" And, like, that's what really blew up the Australian, because that's when they got the Aussie exploitation stuff into the theaters for like 5 minutes there.
The most recent one, which is Road of Fury, is that what it's called?
Fury Road.
Fury Road.
Fury Road.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I made it try to sound like a Transformer movie for some reason. So
Road of Fury.
that movie
It's all
was
good,
like,
Cars, it's all good.
it did well. Amen. It did well in the box office, but like not as well as they had hoped. But it was nominated
Yeah.
for 10 Oscars, and it won 6 of 10.
So
Yeah.
great.
And it won a slew of other awards, like, New York Films Critic, BAFTA, like all those other award ceremonies that are less known than the Oscars. I mean, it won tons. He won Best Director for a ton of them.
Well, and
Charlize Theron won an accolade of awards in like, different
the
categories.
practical effects were incredible too. Like they built
Absolutely.
all of those cars. They did all of the practical effects. They did all the stunt work
And wardrobe,
everything.
I will say this really quickly, just a light discrimination, or discrimination is not the right word. A light criticism. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Chris Hemsworth kind of has like a Sergeant Pepper vest on. I'm slightly alarmed at why he has a Sergeant Pepper type vest on in the 2 pictures that I saw.
Leave him
There's
alone.
There's a lot of Sergeant Pepper shit going on.